everybody. Hi. Hi, fam. Hi, peeps. Hi, tribe. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. It's Sunday. Woo! So, guys, I don't think it's straight. So, if it's a little off, like, don't hold it against me. But this is my new silicone pole. So I don't have to wear any sticky hands anymore. I don't have to spend like 16 bucks a month on sticky grip or anything. Is that awesome? I have new subscribers. So I wanted to just introduce myself to anybody new that rewatches this replay or that comes into the stream. My name is Adia Rain, and I'm just an older lady that's just trying to learn how to be a pole athlete. I'm just trying to, pole's been on my bucket list. You know what I mean? Pole has been on my bucket list. So, like, I'm in that stage where it's like bucket list stage. So, I'm doing the pole. And I'm also doing pole because I was always a workout person, but after I hit about 46, I started having trouble, staying in shape, even working out. So I thought maybe if I try something I really never did before and blah blah blah, then maybe, and it worked. Yay! Woohoo! So the docket for today, guys, is I'm gonna do a pole practice, stretching. I'm gonna put on these big honking ass shoes because now that I have a silicone pole, this material shouldn't slide off of it. And these are very heavy and I want to work out in them, but they're not the best looking on me. The best looking on me is probably just a regular pair of high heels. You know what I mean? And then the red ones over there. People like the red ones on me. These ones right here. A lot of people like me to wear these ones. But see, I can't do some pole tricks in these. So I'll put these on later. So thank you for coming in. It's nice to see whoever's here. I'm going to come check the chat in a minute after I do some pole stuff. And my lips are chapped. I haven't had chapped lips since I was in like the 9th grade. Seriously. And my lips are chapped. Can you believe that? It's the keto diet. Okay, here we go. Got my water. Don't need sticky hands no more. Woo! So I'm just going to do my thing, okay? And then I'll come check the chat. You guys can talk amongst each other. I moved my pole up too because when I start being able to do the Iron X, I need like 6 feet away from everything. So I moved my pole up because it was only 5 feet from the wall in the back. Anyway. So I'm going to stretch my calves a little because they're super sore. And then I'm going to start doing some pole stuff. I'm actually going to stretch and do pole stuff at the same time. So you're going to hear a lot of like noises from this pole because it's silicone and it's brand new. And I'm going to try to, and anybody that's new here, YouTube requires that I talk while I do this. They say if I don't talk while I'm doing this, then it's considered a violation of their nudity policy or something, like their pornography policy or whatever. But as long as I'm talking and explaining what I'm doing, then it's fine, and it's an instructional video. So I'm not like always talking like this, but I have to be. Hopefully this thing don't fall because I don't even know if I assembled it correctly. So far the spin is decent. I mean, God, I'm scared because I just assembled this and I forgot to put these things up here. I think I want to invert. Haha. Wow. This is so much easier and it doesn't burn like I thought it was going to burn. Just drop down. Wow, that was my very first go at my new pole. And in my opinion, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it, you guys. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna try to get more fluid. I'm being sloppy right now. So I'm just stretching. I have to tell you guys this because I'll get in trouble with YouTube if I don't. So I'm just gonna try to wind out my back a little and at the same time stretching my right, your left, but my right wrist. So I'm not pushing up or coming up off the floor yet, but I'm just doing it from the floor. This thing is so in my way, I gotta move it. It's my yoga mat for talking to you guys. Okay. So this is a back stretch. Then we're gonna come up and we're gonna stretch these legs out like that. Then we're gonna pull this leg in, push it through. This leg comes down, clack if I had heels on. Oh, I gotta move this yoga mat till I'm ready to talk to you guys. It's in my way. Then we're gonna come down. We're gonna click this heel up, this heel up, this heel up, okay? Then we're gonna grab the pole in a split grip and we're gonna come around like this. Now we're just warming up around the pole, okay, YouTube, so don't strike me. 1, wow, that spins nice. Oh yeah, I'm sticking much better to it. Hopefully it didn't fall off the wall. If it does, you guys can all laugh at me. Oh, I'm sticking so much better. I could just spin and spin and spin. Spin. Give it a hello, boys. Now either this foot could come on top and we could go into a butterfly, or I could thread it through on the bottom like this and we could get into a martini set like that. You know? Something feels kind of funky. Hold on. I think I should have installed that screw, but I did it. I just gotta hope it don't come out of there. I gotta hope it don't come out and fall over. I knew I should have put that screw in. I was trying to cut corners. Oh, this is the problem. Sorry, I was wrong. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Let's start over. So I'm also practicing on my booty clapping. Because I have a muscle butt, you guys. Anybody that watches my channel knows I always say that. I have a muscle butt. It used to be a pancake butt. And then I started doing like the elliptical. And then I started climbing the mountain. And it started getting into like a muscle butt. But there's not a lot of fat on it, you know what I mean? So when I booty shake and twerk and all that, especially booty popping, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm working on, this is what I'm working on right now. I want to get quick with the legs so it'll actually like do that, you know? And I want to get quick at it when I'm laying on my back too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to get real quick at it, you know, like I can do it pretty quick, like up. It's kind of in the ankles, you know what I mean? Like that. And then from here, okay, so this may look like twerking, but it's not. I'm working out my back. So what you want to do is split grip the pole kind of, and you want to just pop, you want to pop your back, you know? And then what I'm also working on is coming down like this. Now, if my hair was all down, I would be doing like a bunch of like hair stuff, you know what I mean? But my hair kind of gets in the way of me doing tricks. So, oh, that feels good, guys. This stretch right here. It does, it feels really good. Come down. So I'm trying to learn how to booty pop. And for anybody that's wondering why I don't just turn on music and dance, I have a channel where I do that, okay? It's called Adia Rain Performances, and it's in my community posts. You can find it in there. I don't have a lot of stuff posted in there, so it's somewhere right there. Scroll down a little bit or whatever, and you'll see it. So it's in my community posts, and I'll do a performance, but I haven't done a performance in like a month. So it's almost time that I got to do one to see if I've gotten any better. So I'm just stretching. Let's see if I can like do a one-arm spin so much easier. Oh my God, that was so much easier. I don't even need sticky grip. It's pretty amazing. Wow. Let's see, guys. Wow, guys, I really like this new pole. I'm super dizzy. I love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I want to do a dance. I've got like some little Uzi Vert that I've been practicing because I think my next performance is going to be from a little Uzi Vert, Uzi. And so I've been practicing to his music, and I really wish I could do a practice right now with you guys, but I can't or I'll get a strike. Why is it that on my performance channel, I can dance, okay? I can dance to a whole song in skimpy itty bitty clothing, and I can dance. But if I do it on this channel, I get a strike on it. From my understanding, what I think it is it's because YouTube says it either has to be an instructional video or it has to be art. So this is what I think. I'm not for sure on this. I'm still trying to figure it out. But on the other channel, I'm dancing to music. So I think YouTube gives me a little pass because they consider it art because there's music and dancing. And then on this channel, since there's no music, I can't just dance because then they're not considering it an art maybe. I don't know. If you guys have any idea, let me know. But on this channel, if I'm not constantly telling, like, okay, now we're doing a butterfly. Okay, now I'm stretching my hamstring. Okay, now I'm on the floor and my right hand's down. If I'm not doing that the whole time, I'll literally get a strike. So I don't get it, guys. But I mean, sometimes things are just not meant for us to understand, right? And who cares, you know what I mean? So we're going to come down, we're going to loosen up, we're going to loosen up our hips, we're going to loosen up our back by doing this little shake, okay? It's loosening up our lower body, all right? So we're going to do it standing up, and then we're going to grab the pole, and we're going to start to like go lower, and lower, and lower, and lower, and then we're going to switch hands and come back up, lower, even down, and let go of the pole. Yes. Then we're going to go this way, then we're going to go that way, and then we're just going to do this like figure 8 thing to stretch out the hamstrings and the legs and the lower back. And then we're going to whine. I'm going to come up on my toes to whine. And I'm just going to do a little, I'm even going to rest my shoulder on the pole. And I'm just going to kind of just warm up my lower back by whining in different directions. And that's what we're going to do. We're just whining, whining. We can put some legs into it. Then when we come down, we can put a shake into it. You know? And then we're going to spin around this way. Hey there, everybody. Then we're going to kick this leg out and kick this leg out and just kind of warm it up this way, just kind of one. Ooh, I love this pole, guys. I love it. I'm so satisfied. Okay, now let me try something here, okay? Oh, that's what it is. I'm too... Okay, I wanted to make sure I could do that. I can do a ballerina spin so much better with this pole. I should try it from up top real quick, and then I'm going to come check the chat because I'm very low energy today. I'll tell you guys why in a minute. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Nope. Let me try it again. Let me go. sometimes it's a little too sticky. Never thought I'd be complaining about that. Guys, I wanted to just do a live today because I almost wasn't gonna do a live today because woo-wee, I haven't been feeling that well. But let's just do a few more tricks. Then I'm gonna come check the chat, I promise. What planet am I on? Yeah, I'm having to adjust this a little bit, but that's okay. That's not a problem. You know, I saved my other pole in case this one doesn't work out. I have 30 days to return this one, so we're all good. Okay, let me do my, let's try the shoulder mount to the brass monkey to the, I'm trying to get quick at that. Okay, here we go. Brass. Oh yeah, this is so much easier with this pole. Push that out like that. Clasp it. Come up. Oh yeah, I can get right into this Remy set now. Oh, it hurts to lay back though. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, much straight leg lay back. Oh, so much easier. So much easier. So. Could I even do the iguana? Yeah, the iguana. No, I don't think I can do that yet. Okay, let me make sure, because honestly, this pole is so grippy and so tacky and sticky that it's giving me a wardrobe malfunction. It's like ripping off my bottoms. Gosh. And wow, I should have got the pink pole. Now I know why people get the pink one instead of the black. Look how dirty that gets. Should I do it on the other side? I'll do it on the other side later. Guys, okay, here we go. I'm gonna sit down. Hi, everybody. Hi, Zoya, honey. Hi, Rakesh. Hi, Terrell. Hi, Victor. Hi, Steve. Hi, Iad. Hey, Joey, baby. Loving together forever. Hey, hello. Hi. Hi there, G. Hi, Fitzgerald. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Mustafa. Hi, Rick. Hi, Rashawn. Hi, I or L. Hi, Tito, babe. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing out there? I wanted to do this live more as like a little chat than poll. This is my new poll, so I did want to give it a go. And so far, I'm liking it a lot. It's a silicone pole, and So I was spending like 16 something dollars on monkey hands and dry hands. I'll show you guys. I was spending, this is like, I think this is around $15. It's it's only 2.4 ounces, and it goes pretty fast on a chrome pole. You know what I mean? And this is like 16 or $17. This is a little bit more tackier for like doing the Aisha and doing like certain tricks that just where you have to hold your whole body off the pole with no other points of contacts but your hands. That's what I use this for. When I'm only using my hands and none of my other parts of my body are touching the pole, I use this. And then if I have more than 2 points of contacts touching the pole, then I use this. And I'm spending a lot of money. And so I thought, even though I'm like a broke biatch, even though I'm a pretty broke biatch, I thought maybe I would go ahead and just spend the money on a silicone pole, because in the long run it's going to save me. And it's a cheap silicone pole. It's not like an expensive one. It was like, I want to say like $160 or something. So it wasn't that much. And I thought, you know what, even though I can't afford it, I would rather get it and like stop spending like $30 a month on sticky grips and everything. It's too much. You know what I mean? So I was trying to be logical. So guys, I'm in. I don't know what's going on. I just got out of the hospital. Like, what day was it? Thursday or Friday I got out of the hospital. And it was a nightmare. It was an absolute... I just went because I had a fever. And I don't run fevers. I haven't had a cold, you guys. I swear to you. I haven't had a cold since I was 22 or 23. And then the last time I ran a fever, like an actual like flu fever, I was 23. For sure, I was 23. I don't get colds or flus or anything. And they tested me for COVID and the 2 different types of flu strands. And I didn't have any of that. I didn't have either flu. I didn't have strep. I didn't have anything. They couldn't figure out. But my fever was 104. What the? You know what I'm saying? Who gets 104 fever? What the hell? So I had 104 fever now. For a whole freaking month, I'd been suffering with bone pain in my, like, all my legs. Like from my hips. I'm going to show you guys. So from my hips, from like right about here, all the way down to my ankles. The bones, not the muscles, not the tendons. I do have a tendon injury back here, but that isn't what this was. This was like severe, like bone pain. And I'm in the process of right now to getting to see a doctor for it. But meanwhile, for like a month, it was killing me. So I was just dealing with it, taking like ibuprofen and stuff. Sometimes I wouldn't have it for like 2 days, and then it would come back and it would hurt so bad. And then sometimes it would only be in one leg, and then sometimes it would be in like both, and sometimes it would only be like in a hip. Sometimes it'd be all over. And so I'm going to be seeing, I'm going to be going to a pain management place that's going to do like MRIs. They're going to do all this. They're going to check my spine, all that. And then I'm going to be going to City of Hope. And they're going to be like checking my blood and blah, 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 making sure, you know, I'm still benign with my multiple myeloma, making sure that hasn't started changing into something that we hope it doesn't. And then I have a referral to see a rheumatologist too. But I'm not taking any meds. I'm refusing. And so anyway, I've been in all this pain, blah blah blah, and working through it. But then I got a fever, and the fever was super high. So I thought, uh-oh, fever plus a lot of pain in my body means I have to go to the ER. So that's why I went, you guys. That's why I went to the ER. And when I went, my blood pressure was like 80 over 50. And I was like, like I knew what planet I was on. I knew my name and my birthday and all that kind of stuff. But I was just like drooling on myself. You know what I mean? And I think the hospital people thought I was on D-Rugs because they were just like, that's how they are. You know what I mean? Because I guess so many people go up to the ER because they want D-Rugs. You know what I mean? And that's why I didn't even ask them for any D-Rugs. I don't even like any of the D-Rugs that they give you at the hospital because I projectile throw up when they give that crap to me. You know what I mean? I can't stand like being out of my mind. I like being like knowing everything. Like I like being sharp. You know what I mean? I don't like saying weird things. Like when I had my blood clots and stuff, they had me on a drip of Dilaudid. And when I was on that drip, I think I was just like saying all these weird things, like, and I had no control over it. I was like trying to get up out of my hospital bed and like go take a bath in the sink with the soap, and I was just doing too much. I got too busy, but I was loaded. So like, and then I had like these bad headaches and I was throwing up. And I couldn't really fight the nurses because the nurses were, you guys know how the nurses are. A lot of times nurses are really good, but more times nurses are not so good. You know, sometimes they're good, but I'd say more of the times when you're hospitalized, they're not that good. And so like sometimes you have to, if you don't have anybody up there at the hospital with you, you have to like advocate for yourself. And if you're loaded up on like Dilaudid or morphine or something, you can't really advocate for yourself properly. You can't gather your thoughts properly. I know pain also does that. I know pain also like makes it so you can't advocate. But I know that there's other medications they can give you for pain that don't quite cloud your memory and your way that you think, like morphine and Dilaudid or whatever, you know, like there's other medicines, like they have Toradol. Now I'll tell you what though, Toradol doesn't work because that's what they tried to give me when I was up there with the 104 fever, because I told them I don't want anything where I can't. This is what I told them. I said, do you see my blood pressure? That's what I told them. I said, do you guys see my blood pressure? It is 80 over 50. It was 83 over like 58. I said, you see that? I said, you guys can't give me, because they were like, we're going to bring your pain med to you, ma'am. And it was a guy actually. He was like, we're going to go get your pain med. And I was like, I did pretty good. I sound like a dude, huh? I'm going to go get your pain med. He was like, I'm going to go get your pain med for you. And I was like, hold up. I said, do you see, because usually it's like something strong because I have illnesses. So they usually bring like Dilaudid or morphine or something. So, because usually it's blood clots and I'm having a heart attack basically. So they, because I get blood clots in my lungs. So usually it's that. So that's what I'm used to. And I wanted to be able to like talk and be coherent because I was in pain, but I wasn't like in blood clot pain. Do you know what I mean? And so I wanted to like discuss my blood work with the doctor. I wanted to ask him to do like an MRI on my back. I don't know. I just wanted to be able to talk and like get over it. So I said, hold up. I said, do you guys see that blood pressure right there? And they said, yeah. And I said, you guys have to bring me a pain med that is like where I can be coherent and have a discussion with the doctor whenever the doctor is available, whenever my labs come back and everything. And I freaking, I'm sorry, my language. I freaking said, okay. And he said, all right. So first he brought me a Tylenol. And I was like, I already took Tylenol, first of all. I said, I don't need more Tylenol. I said, I need something stronger than that, but I need something that's not like narcotic. So then they brought this Toradol stuff and they put it in my IV. And I really thought it was going to be awesome. I thought that they told me it was non-narcotic and that it was going to knock my pain out just like if it was narcotic. So I was expecting like to be pain-free. And that did not happen at all. It didn't do anything, you guys. That medicine, I don't know who's it for. I don't know who's it for. But that Toradol is, I don't know. So after that, I just asked them to bring me a heating blanket. And so they brought me a heating blanket. I asked them to put one for my legs and one to roll up behind my back. And so they did. And then they brought me, this nurse overheard, and she just randomly came in and brought me these things you twist and they turn really hot. And I put those in my pockets and I put them like in my pants and everything. She brought me like 6 of them. They were huge too. And those really, really helped me more than anything that I've done all month. So I think I need like a heating pad. But anyway, it's too hot in my apartment for that shit. You know, the hospital's freezing. So my pain was on fleek. You know what I mean? My pain was like, because it's really bad when it's cold. Because I told you guys in my last live, I think I have stiff person syndrome. Seriously though, I know I'm laughing, but I'm serious. In my last live, I was talking about it. And so yeah, so I wasn't going to go live this week because I'm still recovering, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go live. I didn't go live on my usual day, Saturday, because I was in the hospital Friday. Oh my gosh, I was in the hospital. It was Thursday. I was in the hospital. I went to the hospital at 10 p.m. because I knew I was in so much pain I wasn't going to sleep, and my fever was like out the roof, and I thought I can't fall asleep, and I took stuff for the fever and it wasn't coming down. So I went to the ER Thursday night at 10. I got to the ER at like 10:30. And now see, normally I go to bed at like 7 o'clock. I get in bed at like 6:30 and I'm asleep no later than 8:30. Once in a while, if I'm having trouble, it'll be 9. But I don't ever remember in like months and months and months looking at my phone going, it's past 9 and I'm still not asleep. You know what I mean? So I'm an early going to bed person. And then I wake up every day at 5 a.m. Except for once in a blue moon, I sleep till like 6. And it's because I want to be on a circadian rhythm for my health. And so imagine I'm going to the hospital at 10 and I get released at the hospital at 4:30. And then from 4:30, I had a doctor's appointment with my primary care physician at 8 a.m. that day, Thursday. So I didn't want to fall asleep because I didn't want to miss my doctor's appointment. But I did fall asleep, you guys. I fell fast asleep. And when I woke up, it was 9:23. And I called my primary and I was like, oh my God. And then the front desk lady was like, just come in and we'll squeeze you in. So I went in and I sat till 12. And then they told me, we're not going to be able to squeeze you in. I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's totally fine. It's all right. I almost wanted to cry. But the thing is I was so sick. Like, they discharged me sick. My blood work came back with some stuff messed up, but not enough to be admitted into the hospital. So they let me know everything that was going on with me, but then they had to discharge me. So that's why I wanted to talk to my doctor to make sure, you know, hurry up with these referrals and look at this blood work that they did at the ER. And I was just, you know how when sometimes you're so tired that nothing bothers you, you're just like, whatever. Well, that's how I was in the doctor's office. So I knew in my mind I should just reschedule and leave, but I was just such a zombie that I just sat in there. Like, I wasn't even looking on my phone. I was just like, and then I freaking knew. I knew I wasn't going to be able to be seen. And it was my fault because I was late. If it wasn't my fault, then I would have been pissed. But then I left. And I just been going about my life. The fever went away and it hasn't come back. And I did practice pole the day I went to the hospital. So the night, I went Wednesday night and I got out Thursday. So Wednesday in the afternoon, I did pole practice. I did a full Monty. Doesn't that mean naked? Does full Monty mean naked? I did a full Monty pole practice in heels. And I did it all, you guys. I did all the pole stuff. Butt ass naked. Because see, the thing is you got to practice butt naked. Because guess what? All the strip clubs in LA are naked clubs. So you can't, you know, you got to be able to do all the pole work with your vajayjay on the pole. You got to get your vajayjay used to the pole too. Just like, you know, when you first start poling people, you get bruises all over your body, but then your skin toughens up. You know what I mean? And you get all toughened up, and then your skin no longer gets bruises unless you're trying a new move or something. But like your vajayjay and your breastises, your tatas, they also touch the pole if they don't have clothing on them. And like they have to get used to the pole too. Do you know what I mean? And all the clubs like where I live at in LA are buck ass naked. You got to get everything off. So a lot of times when I practice, if I'm not on YouTube, I'm doing it. Is it called full Monty or what, y'all? I don't know. I'm just saying that because I think I've heard people say that. Or the birthday suit. The birthday suit. The birthday suit. Birthday suit. In my birthday suit. Hi. Let's say hi to people. Let's see. I left off with Zoya. Hi, Michael. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thakacham. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to do, Thakacham, is I'm trying to... Let me make sure I'm getting your name right. Thakcham. Thank you, sweetie. I'm trying to do that. I'm 51 and I'm trying to like de-age myself, and I'm hoping you guys can stick around to watch the transformation. Thank you, babe. That makes me feel good. I definitely have a massive wedgie apples because of this situation. Of this G-string. It's all the way up my butt. Sam Hyde. Great. Basu. Hi, Basu. Thank you, Thakcham. King, how you doing? Yeah, I don't like that pain medicine, babe. Hi, Vasil. Hi, honey. Hey, Rocker, how you doing? Amy, nice to see you, Amy. Changed life. I am single. I am very single. Fitzgerald, hey. Thanks, King. Marcus, hi, Marcus. Siraj, hi, Siraj. Jason, hi, Jason. Hi, Marcus. Yep, birthday suit. That's right. But what's full Monty? Is full Monty when you show your butt like you moon somebody? Is that what the full Monty is? Is when you turn around and you pull your pants down and show your butt to people? I used to do that when I was like 12 or 13 years old. I thought it was so cool. Actually, I wasn't 12 or 13. I was like 8 or 9 because I was still living with my parents, like my actual bio mom and dad. And my mom had this, what was it called? A Pinto or something, but there was a window in the back. And I did that. I did that where I mooned the people behind us in Santa Clarita Valley on Soledad Canyon Road, because that's where we were living. And my mom was so pissed off. She like pulled the car over and whooped my ass. I think she did. Or she just told me to stop. I can't remember. It all gets jumbled up, you know. I don't even try, because if I try, I'll break. You guys know that? Like if you have everybody in this whole world, I can guarantee you, has got trauma, right? So if you try to like analyze your trauma and remember every little bit of it and talk about it all the time, and you know, it'll break you. So what I do is I just say whatever's whatever. You know what I mean? And that's how I keep myself from going absolutely insane. I just say, screw it, whatever. She's a human, he's a human, she's a human, I'm a human. What's that song? You're a pepper. Oh, the Dr. Pepper song. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Dr. Pepper. We're all just a bunch of peppers. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at it. If you just try to do it like that, you'll stop going crazy. I'm telling you, it just took me years to figure it out. Took me years. Like, for so many years, I wanted like therapists to put me into a trance and like ask me questions about when I used to go camping when I was 4 years old with my dad and all his friends and things like that. And I used to like want to know, like, maybe did somebody like do something to me or behind a tree? I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just know I'm kind of funny and weird and stuff, and I got a lot of stuff going on. So like, I just wanted to know, because my dad used to take me camping. God rest his soul. He was a good dad. But he used to take me camping, and it would be all his camping buddies. And I don't remember a lot of these camping trips. So I used to want the psychiatrists to put me like under and ask me if I was okay or if everything was cool. And then I wanted to like do a lot of talking about my childhood. And the therapists would say to me, we don't practice Freud anymore. We don't practice Freud anymore. And I was like, well, y'all are dumb, because this is a bunch of BS. I don't need a tent. I have an apartment. Like, we're just here for resources. We're just here if you need a resource. I could be their therapist, okay? I'm telling you, I could be their therapist. I finally met a good one, though, not too long ago, Helena, and she taught me about mindfulness, and she kind of just told me, like, just don't worry about it anymore. Just forget about it. It's in the past. Yeah, it sucks. You're validated. I believe it was horrible, or I believe it was weird or awkward. I believe you. But let's just heal. And I was like, you know what? Just tell me how to do that and I'll do it. And she gave me all these like little bits and tips, and then I took what she said and I added it on to like what I thought would work. And this like whole thing came about where I'm like, you know, screw it. Let's just get a pole and have some fun and have a good old time. You know what I mean? And so here I am. Here I am, your rocket queen. Oh, yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. But it's obscene. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little stretching, okay, now that you guys know my half of my life story. Hey, Marcus, babe. Oh, this chat's been going. Hold on. Tower. Yeah, I'm going to do some yoga. Daniel, towering tutu. That's funny. Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Thank you, King. Yeah, I know a lot of guys that like older women. That makes me lucky. That makes me blessed that all these really handsome, like young, like 38-year-old dudes and stuff, they all like these older women. And I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Because my mind is a bit younger. I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you go back and watch my live streams, I'm very kid-like. Not kid like kid, but I'm not like grandma. Even though I'm grandma age, I'm mentally not like grandma. Do you know what I mean? And so I think actually I could do both. I could date. I don't think I would date a guy that was under 30, but I probably would date a guy that was like 30 or older. But I would also date like a 70 or 80-year-old guy. And the reason I say that is I've done it before, and it was actually one of my best relationships I was in. But while I was dating him, this was when I was a lot younger. I got in a fight at a car wash, and I knew jiu-jitsu. And I didn't start the fight, but I did finish it. And I wound up doing 30 days in the Moore County Jail in Carthage, North Carolina. And while I was in jail, he, I guess, passed away. Yeah, he was like 80 something. And he had prostate cancer. And when we did the Humpty dance, this is going to be really gross, guys, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways. I don't care who knows, because I love this guy. He was awesome, John. When we did the Humpty dance, he would have a plastic over his wee-wee, his Frank, like Franks and beans. He would have a plastic over his Frank, and he had no control of his urine, so it would fill up like a water balloon while I would be like doing that. It would start, I'd have to pull it off, and I was so broke at the time and poor. He was supporting, it was like an Anna Nicole Smith situation. Like I was so poor, and then I met him and he was so sweet and so kind, and then it even made it better. He was like a millionaire. And so, but I wasn't used to the millionaire way. You know what I mean? So what I would do is, I hope my mom is not watching this live, but if she is, oh well. What I would do is I was in that saving money mind frame. So I would want to pull that plastic thing off his Frank, and I would want to go in the bathroom and just drain it out and then put it back on. And he was like, just get a new one. Just get a new one. Why are you doing that? That's nasty. And I was like, yeah, but you know, it'll save money. And he's like, does it look like I'm trying to save money? You know what I mean? And this guy was so sweet. We went out to dinner every night. And so when we would go out to dinner, because I was in a small town, and we would go out to dinner, and I would have to kind of help him with his silverware and everything, because he would shake, I think from Parkinson's or something. He would just like shake, and I would steady him and help him eat. Like I'd just guide him a little bit. He'd knock over his drink sometimes. He was older, but he was the biggest sweetheart. Anything I needed, anything, he was like more than happy to give it to me. He would ask me, he would tell me, I don't want you paying for anything. I don't even want you paying your bills. Any money you make at your job, anything, pocket that, put it in a savings account. When you're with me, I pay for everything. And I would like go to his place. He lived in this really expensive like Seven Lakes community. He was an engineer, an ex-engineer, but a big time one. And his whole house he had built, and it was all like secret doors and secret, oh, it was so cool. And like I just loved like adventuring around in his house. And I would like cook for him, and we would go out to eat so much to the most expensive restaurants. And he was such a sweetheart, but it was a very like, and we never fought. He was so mature. Like if he didn't like something I did, he would like talk to me about it and sit me down, and he would even explain to me like it's not for this reason or that reason. And what he would explain to me made sense. I felt no like jealousy from him. Like I just felt pure love from him. And he was like 82, 80, I don't know, he was in his 80s. He was old as dirt. He was the straight crypt keeper. Okay, I'm telling you, I dated him. And he was just the best, man. And I miss him so much. And I can't remember his last name. Isn't that terrible? All I know is his name was John. Hey, Geneva. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Okan. I need to get a P.O. box really bad. I got to look into that. But thank you for thinking about me and wanting to get items to me and everything. That's really thoughtful of you. He was such a gentleman, Geneva. I've never dated a gentleman like that before. My BFF in North Carolina is quite a gentleman too, but him and I are like brother and sister and like best friends, and you know, and my mom's always telling me, why don't you marry him? And I'm like, Mom, I don't want to ruin my best friend friendship. But I have, you know, I do know a few like really good gentlemanly men, but mwah, that's for King. King. Mwah. 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 Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm not going to do that. I'm too old for that. That's like in the scary movies, the old lady that's like, the scary old lady that like licks the side of your face. Okay, HP on call. Hey. Lowering to towering tutu. I need my glasses, I think, you guys. You're welcome, King. Yes, I know. So you guys, I wasn't going to go live today because of all the hospital stuff and the sickness and everything. But I did want to go live today because I just wanted to say hi to all of you and see all of you and everything. And, you know, and just, I'm stretching right now, guys. I've been locking up really bad. So I've been constantly stretching. I'm just constantly like trying to move my body and everything. I'm trying not to use my yoga mat when I do like stretching, because another thing in the club is they don't let you use yoga mats. And I have a big tear in my tendon in the back of this calf right here. So my stretching isn't as deep as it has. But so you want to swirl that leg out. Swirl this leg out, and you want to come down, and then what I'm doing is I'm in a booty pop. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, because I'm working on the booty popping. Then I'm going to push back and I'm going to kind of swing my hips like this so I can get that really active stretch in my glutes. I'm going to whine a little, and then I'm going to put cat-cow into it. This is cat-cow. Then I'm going to push back. And then I'm going to open up like this, grab the bottom of the pole, and twerk and loosen up my hips. And then I'm going to push my legs out and come down. I've got my yoga mat halfway, so, and then I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to push back. And then I'm going to come down. And then I'm going to push back. And this is like I'm really stretching my arms and my lower back right now because I'm pushing off the pole with my arms and I'm feeling a huge stretch in my triceps, guys. So now I'm going to come down and I'm going to come push and then I'm going to cat-cow. Oh, that's great for balance. Holding the pole like that. So I'm going to come like that. Oh, I've never done that stretch before. It felt really good. It felt actually amazing. And then I'm going to push like this, push like that, switch my legs. So yeah, guys, it's been kind of rough, but I know I'm getting back to normal. Like, there will be a time sooner than later that every single Saturday I will be live in the morning. Do you know what I mean? It'll actually be either Saturdays or Sundays, but it'll be really early in the morning. And the reason I say that is because of taking the dogs up to the mountains to hike. I do that really early in the morning. So the following day will be when I do my lives really early in the morning. So I want to start doing like 7:30, 8 in the morning lives, and either on Saturday or on Sunday. That's what I want to start doing, like boom. And then every other Wednesday, I want to upload a video of some little trick I just learned or some little idea I just had. You know what I mean? And then every month, so after a month, I want to film a dance performance on Adia Rain Performances. And then I have my backup channel in case this channel goes down, or my dance performance channel goes down. I have a backup channel, and that too is in my community posts. Okay, guys? And what else? I think that's about it as far as like where to find me. You know what I mean? Like, just in case, because of my content, I've been known to have, let's put these big old ugly boots on, guys, and see if I can do any type of like, what I want to do is I want to do a shoulder mount in these boots, and then I want to see how slow I can lower down. I just want to do a few things in these boots because they're heavy. So it's like riding a bicycle with it's like playing basketball on a dirt lot, or riding a bicycle without, just on the rims. And then you get the tires and everything and you're like, ooh, this is awesome. Or like running, like in the army with a rucksack. And then you take that rucksack off and it's like, boom, you could go real fast. It's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like doing leg exercises with ankle weights. Ankle weights would have been a whole lot cheaper than buying these ugly mother suckers. You know what I mean? These things are fugly. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what I bought them for. You know what I bought them for? So when I do a performance at the club, I'll do like a Major Pain performance, but female Major Pain. I'll come out with my whistle and all my like army gear on, and I'll like have a whip or something, and I'll like get the guys like wrapped around their neck and boss them around and dominatrix them around like a drill sergeant. That's what I bought them for. And then after I do all that, I'll strip down to my full Monty, my birthday suit, and I'll why? Should I do every other one so I don't have to? Yeah, let's just do it like that. We'll get like 3 of them. No, I better not do that. These are like the ugliest boots ever. I actually have a bikini that's camouflage. I should wear it with these one day. What's going on here? Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a mess, but it's okay. I don't even know if I can walk in these, you guys. I know I put them on a few weeks ago, but like seriously, like, I mean, I think I tried to walk in these. I hadn't walked in these in a long time, and I did almost break my ankle. These are high. These are like for floor exotic. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what we'll do in them. We'll do some floor exotic. Here we go with this one. And then we'll act like, well, not we, but me. I'll act mentally challenged, because I am mentally challenged, but that's okay. It's, you know what I think? I think being mentally challenged is a huge blessing for some, for me anyway, because honestly, I get by life a lot quicker, like easier. Because I'm kind of a simpleton, sorta. I don't know, I'm a little bit of both. I'm kind of like book smart, but I'm kind of like really simple. So like, I like doing math, I like doing science, I like watching the History Channel, and you know, when I was in college, I took the sciences and not the literary arts. I probably should have took those, it would have been much easier. But when I'm just at home kicking it, I just let all that stuff go and I don't think about it. And I'm just pretty simple, you know what I mean? I'm a simple kind of man. I'm just let's do clock legs. I'm just a simple. Hold on, let me fix myself, guys, because YouTube's gonna freak out. And I don't want another strike. I really don't. I really don't want to move over to the other channel. I'm just a simple kind of man. But I'm a woman, though. But I'm a simple kind of woman. Dun, 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 dun. Come up here. So this is what I want to learn to do right here. I want to learn to booty pop this booty so it'll jump. You know what I mean? Bump, bump, bump. So all that I can do, ladies, women watchers, listen. All that we can do if we don't got that big fat ass and that strong muscle underneath, all that we can do is just work on it. It'll come one day, okay? But so I just work on it. I just look at it. I can see it moving. I don't know if you guys can, but you just work on it. You just tighten it, release it, tighten it, release it. Even if it doesn't jump at first, because believe me, I couldn't even twerk when I started doing this, and now I can twerk pretty good. So you just tighten, release, tighten, release, tighten, release. Do you know what I mean? And then you take this leg right here, and you come up, and you come down and clack it. I'm working on it in these big shoes, so when I put on my smaller shoes, I'll be better. And then always, if you're performing for like a crowd, you're always like just trying to be either cute, sexy. I personally am like into the smiling and the cute. But some, depending on your customer or the person you're trying to reel in at the club, you might have to give them that like, you know what I mean? So what we're practicing is up and then clack and then come down. Let's try it on this side. Well, actually, let's go back. And then from here, spread out. This is a stretch. You see me winking my eye? This is a stretch. And then we come down and we loosen our hips a little because you use a lot of hips in that movement I was just doing. So we have to loosen those hips by like whining and shaking and twerking, and then you kick it up and you come around and you take it and open it, and just point your toes and just do the best you can. You can close that leg in, and then you can, how do they do that? They swirl their leg this way, they swirl their leg that way, and then this heel is so high, they come down. And then you pull this leg out. And then you body wave. I'm still a little stiff, guys. And so you body wave. And it's hard to do in like 11-inch heels. But you just do it. You just make it happen. You can use the pole and you just make it happen. It's just like yoga. Another important thing is to use the front of your pleasers to stand on the stacks on the front of your pleasers. So see how I'm standing on my stacks like this? And then you can body wave. Ooh, I just felt my spine like crack all the way down. You're really supposed to use the front of your pleasers. And then you gotta just get used to these tall ass freaking 11-inch heels. You know what I mean? You just gotta get used to them. And then you come up. This is really hard with these heels on. They're very heavy. I'd say they're about 7 to 8 pounds each, if not more, 10 pounds maybe. And you clock, and you clock, and then you clock together, and then you clock your legs together. And then you can even, oh God, you guys, I got it last week. I wish I would have had this recording. Let me see if I can figure it out right now. So you clock around. I think I did it going this way. You clock like this, you come up. So you come up like this, and then you clock around. Did you see that? Bloom, bloom. Wait. Okay, so it's this way. You go bloom, 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 bloom. I got to get fast at it, but what it's going to look like when I actually get good at it, I can only do it in this direction, is it's going to look like that. It's taken me 2.5 years to figure that out. I can't get it this way. I can't wrap my head around it this way. And when I'm barefoot, I do it way better, but we're not barefoot right now. And I'm trying to adjust. I have this huge butt bone that's just come out the hell of nowhere. All right? This huge ass dinosaur prehistoric ass bone that has just like literally just appeared. Welcome to old people age. Okay? You start turning into a fucking dinosaur. Excuse my language. Sorry. You start turning into a dinosaur. Everybody do the dinosaur. Hit the floor. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Everybody do the dinosaur. So anyway, I do the dinosaur now because I got a big dinosaur butt bone. Pterodactyl status, okay? So it hurts like a son of a bitch, but who cares? Let's get going. 1, 2. Oh, maybe if I act like it's not happening, maybe it won't hurt. Oh, maybe if I can just find a sexy position without, maybe like this right here. And I just want to rub my heels. ASMR kind of. Oh. And then I want to, and then I want a body wave, body wave, body wave, and then I want to come up and I want to clock it around, bring it down, bring it up, bring it this way, bring it that way, back. I'm having fun, you guys. I'm having so much fun. Let's get this party started. Enough talk, all this sick talk. Jesus, criminy. Uh-oh, I'm about to pull the thing out. Okay, so we walk, we grab the pole, and we slide it up. We come up. We come down. See, I need to learn how to do it where I'm pushing back on the heels. Boom, 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 boom. And then we, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out like that. Oh, I'm getting a Charlie horse. Sorry, guys. This keto diet has got me a little on the brink of being dehydrated. Give it a swat. Come up, shake it out some more, stand up. I'm losing more weight in my legs, you guys, because my garter belts are coming off. And then from here, you want to wind it. But you want to be like, I don't know how this looks, you guys. Tell me better. Tell me which looks better. So I'm standing on both heel and toe. And I'm going to wind it out like this, right? But now I'm going up on my toes. I'm pulling up a little. And I'm going to wind it out like this. I don't know which looks better. I probably need to go back and watch this and see. Because I need to know for the club, like, which looks better. Like, does it look better when I'm kind of up on my toes like this? Leaning into the pole, holding the pole down, and winding it. I think I need to get better and more flexible with my winding. Does it look better when I wind it like that? Or does it look better when I'm on all heel and toe and I'm down and I'm winding it like this? You know what I mean? Winding it like that. Or here, I'm on my toe again. Now I'm coming into the pole and I'm still winding it, but I'm winding it. Now believe me, this is a workout on both sides. Let's move it to this side. This is the bad side. Ooh, I can't do that side. Okay, so now what I want to try to do with these heels on is just maybe a few little things on the pole, because these are really super heavy. But we got to get her done, you know. So one thing I want to try to do is just maybe a simple swirl. Maybe I don't know, I'm just going to do stuff and then you guys can just watch, because this is just practice. Remember, this isn't my performance channel. So I'm allowed to kind of totally screw up on this with it being like totally fine. And I'm going the other way. And I gotta close my legs because my whole shite's hanging out. Wow. These shoes really make it hard because they're heavy, so heavy. Because she's heavy. She's so heavy. Stay tightened. Stay. I know that looked really sloppy. Well, you guys, enough of these boots. Let me try to do a shoulder mount in them because that's really going to be challenging. Let's see if I can even do it. Oh God, I can't. See, I can't even do a shoulder mount in these boots. Wow, let's see if I could do it. No, I don't want to try to do an Aisha in these boots. I really don't. I really... this isn't going to help my healing situation. AI says, because my primary care physician doesn't know, but so I went to talking to AI about it, and AI says I shouldn't be inverting until I get my back looked at. But you know, I can't do that, you guys. Pull until I'm in a wheelchair. And when I'm in a wheelchair, I'm probably still going to pull, just to show people that you can pull in a wheelchair. Because I saw someone pulling in a wheelchair, and they were doing all the tricks, and they were literally in a wheelchair. Can you imagine, like, all the tricks in a wheelchair? So if they could do it, I could probably do it, maybe. Maybe, hopefully, right? Probably, maybe. Let me get these socks off. Even though now I can do pole with socks on, I was thinking about, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I was thinking about, instead of keep spending my money on like G-string underwear and bikinis that cost like $60 a piece, I was thinking about buying spandex, like almost like see-through spandex, and wearing spandex and doing my pole performances in spandex. I don't know. I think I'm at least going to get one spandex outfit. And what I'm going to do, I had a pair of nice black spandex, like see-through spandex. Like if you pull them really tight, they're actually see-through. And I don't know where they are though. I was looking for them because I wanted to wear them. But I was thinking about like doing some stuff in spandex. You know what I mean? But the reason I've never really been even, okay, so I've been talking about getting a silicone pole for a really long time, you know? And let me say hi to some people and then I'll go on with what I was saying. Hi, Roland. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Sir. Hi. Hey, Toots. Hey, Boss. Hey, Gilberto. Hey, Frank. Hey. Hey, Rias. Okay, I think I got everybody. Devi. Hi, Devi. Isasis. Hey there. Thank you. So, I've been talking about getting a silicone pole for like a super long time, you guys, because I don't like spending money on sticky grip. And I know that when you own a silicone pole, you can now perform in clothing because you don't slide off your pole. And the thing about it is a few things. I started this whole channel like back in October of 2022. I was going for like about 8 months and I basically deleted my channel because it was an embarrassment and I shouldn't have did that. Honestly, I shouldn't have. I mean, I got a strike on the channel. I was suspended for a week and YouTube gaslighted me. They made me feel really bad. They told me all my stuff was like pornography and I was new to the whole thing and YouTube was like, you know, and then I heard from other people about ban evading and circumventing and oh, I better not get banned because then I'll never be able to have a YouTube channel. So I just freaked out. I got rid of my whole channel and at that time I had I think 16K subscribers. So you can imagine I was pretty bummed out, but I had a backup channel. But see, nobody was applying to my backup channel. So like I basically started over fresh. And when I started over fresh, I think I was shadow banned. So it took so long to become unshadow banned. And it took about a year. So I was like, I had like between 5,000 and 3,000 subscribers for about a year. And then what I was doing was I wasn't just doing pole because I didn't want to stay shadow banned. So I was doing like cooking and I was doing all these other things. I was kind of even reading the Bible and stuff. I was doing all these things to see what would get me on the algorithm, what would get me noticed or whatever. And finally, I don't know which one of all those things got me noticed, but there were like, all of a sudden I started getting people watching me and everything. So then what I did was I slowly started to like take off all that other stuff and I went for pole. Okay, you guys, so for this channel, you guys missed out on like a whole like 8 months of me. Now, there are some people that are part of this channel that were on the other channel. So they saw me when I first got a pole and never polled in my life before. But it's just probably like maybe 100 people. And that's it. Maybe a little more. Maybe like 300 people. But everybody else has only seen me on this channel. So I'd already dropped like a bunch of weight and got toned up and got muscles and everything when I started this channel. But this channel is about a body transformation and about de-aging. And I feel like if I'm covered in spandex, I feel like I'm not showing my true form and my true flaws and my true, you know, body. And so that's kind of why I don't want to wear spandex every time. Like I might do it once or twice just because I think it looks cute. But I really like showing like my body because I'm older and I also am experimenting with my body in all kinds of different ways all the time. And I like to be able to see what's going on and compare videos and everything. So FYI. So I just love you guys. I know this live was not as high energy as I normally am, but just bear with me. Things are going to get back to normal. I'm going to get back to normal, okay? I promise you guys. I'm going to get back to normal. I'm going to be doing a video. It might take like a month. I mean, I'm going to do lives every week. I just don't know which days yet because I'm sometimes feeling okay and sometimes not. But I'm always going to do like a live a week or a video a week or both. But there's going to come a time when the schedule gets like back to normal and I'm consistently like doing a video every 2 weeks, a live every week, and a dance video on Adia Rain every month, okay? And that is going to happen, and I'm not ever going anywhere unless I get yeeted. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always, unless YouTube says no more of this shit, you're out of here. I do have a Facebook account, but I personally don't want to deal with Facebook. I'm not really a Facebook person. I really have come to really enjoy YouTube. I feel like YouTube is like the cream of the crop. I don't know why, but I just feel like TikTok is like the bottom of the barrel in my opinion. And this is just my opinion. I'm not like trashing anybody that loves these platforms, okay? I feel like Instagram actually is like the cream of the crop, maybe. And then I feel like YouTube is the cream of the crop. But I feel like Facebook and TikTok are just like low class. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. I feel like it's just trash. You know what I mean? And so like YouTube is just my place. Like I love it. Hi in, backwards in our, backwards in. That's Russian. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Towering Tutu. Oh, I love you too, Towering Tutu. Thank you. So I am not going anywhere, you guys. I don't care what the hell's going on. Like today, they let me get so, this is more hospital stories. They let me get so dehydrated in the hospital. They didn't give me any fluids at all. And I told them I was on a keto diet and that I absolutely needed fluids. And they just would not give me fluids. And I was in the hospital from like 10 until 4:30 a.m. without fluids. Without even, they wouldn't even let me drink. I know they didn't want me to drink because they may have had to do other testing. So I understood that. But from my understanding, like, that's just through the mouth. They can still give you an IV with a saline solution. And so I was asking them for that and they wouldn't do it. And I got really, really, really super dehydrated. It took me forever. I'm still trying to like get back to not being dehydrated. And my lips are just all like chapped so badly. So I'm still just getting back to normal and everything. But I just love you guys, that you guys are just the most awesome people ever. Like, I watch people's like YouTube vert streams and people get trolled like unbelievable. And in my opinion, I don't even know why they're getting trolled. Like, they're just young and vibrant and beautiful and doing cool shit. And I'm like all like, yeah. But like, people are making channels out of their channel. and just saying the most god-awful things about these people and trolling and trolling. And my channel, I would have thought, I would have thought I would have like really bad trolls and ugly people just saying, oh, Granny, get off of here. You're an old grandma. What the hell are you doing? But I barely get any of that at all. And so I just love you guys. You guys are all just like an awesome group of people that I just love. And I like when my schedule's messed up, I feel terrible about it because I love you guys so much. And I miss you guys so much. And I miss sitting and chatting with you guys and talking with you guys and everything. And so like, I'm never going anywhere. I promise. I'm never going. I'm going to be on this platform unless they kick me off of it. I'm going to be here forever doing poll, acting ridiculous, acting like a freaking weirdo, and I'm going to be having a fun time, and I just look forward to the future, and I look forward to you guys all the time because I just love you guys so much. And this is a really good exercise right here. Just walking around like this. And then you come up. What I love about this pole is I can come in my room now and I can either strip down completely naked or I can be in my clothes. And I can just grab the pole and like sit. And I'm not sliding off of it. You know what I mean? I'm not sliding off of it at all. The only thing about it is I think it's not straight. So I don't know, it rocks back and forth. I just got to straighten it. But I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm super happy with it. Let's just do a shoulder mount on the other side really quick so I can get both sides. I don't know if I'm going to do a brass monkey on this side. I think I'm going to do a shoulder mount and then just try to lower it as low as I can. That's hard. That's hard on this muscle right here. Is this the lats? The lat muscle? This is the muscle that it's really hard on. You know? Let's do the Aisha really quick, okay? Let's do it from here. So we're in our chopper. We're going to get this leg here, this leg here. Uh-oh, I'm having problems. Hold on. What's going on? I think it's like ripping my clothes off of me. It's messing me up. Okay. That was a little not good. Let's try the other side. In the beginning of the video, I did an Aisha up at the top of the pole. So I can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. Here we go. I feel like my wrists feel kind of weak right now. Uh-oh. I don't know, I gotta mess. I think I might have to, something's going on with this mother hubbub. Okay, guys, I just love you so much. I miss you guys. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Thank you, Towering Tutu. Milo, hey, how's it going, Milo? You guys are all so nice. This pole though is, might have to, I put grease on the inside of it, but it seems like it's, seems like I'm gonna have to take it down and like, definitely take it down and play around with it a little bit, try to fix it. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day today. And hopefully next week I'll just have a lot more energy and more, you know, get up and go. And I will be back. I will be back, all right? I love you guys so much. I love you guys, okay? I love you guys so much. Hi, Guy. How are you doing, Guy? Thank you, Guy. Well, the replay will be up to watch, and I did a lot of booty stuff. So if you want to see bottoms again, just, yeah, I'm doing great, Guy. Thank you. You guys have a great day, okay? I love you guys.